Welcome back to my channel, and on today's menus, chicken and dumplings. From my ingredients, I have some green peas, all-purpose, and a chicken season, coconut milk, seasoned salt, and some butter. I also have some all-purpose flour, and I'll be using a bit of salt. Over here I have some celery. I will be using just some of that. I have one large carrot. I have 3 cloves of garlic, some dried rosemary. I have one large onion. I'll be just using a half of that, and I have some cloves and allspice. I will be using some vinegar over here and the lemon to boil my chicken off before I start to cook it. So my water is already boiling, so I'm just going to add some vinegar, and I'll be adding a small lemon just to boil my chicken off before I start to cook it. I have 5 pieces of chicken I already cleaned and washed. I removed the skin and all the fat from it. So this is 5 minutes time. What I'll do, I pour the liquid off and set it aside for later. Now it's time to do my veggies. Over here I have a bigger pot. I'm using a small piece of butter. This is like 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Then I put my onions and garlic in. I'm adding some cloves and pimento seed and my dried rosemary. I'm also adding my celery, my chopped celery, and I'll be adding my carrot after. I'm giving this a quick stir before I add my chicken. So this is the chicken that I boiled off a little earlier. I'm just adding them to a different pot with the veggies. I'm pouring some boiling water from the kettle, so I won't be using any chicken stock. I'm going to give it a quick stir, cover it and allow it to cook. So the chicken is halfway done. I'm just going to leave it for another 10 more minutes to finish cook. Okay, so this is in 11 minutes time. So what I'm doing, I'm taking them out. I'm going to just set them aside because I'm going to break them in small pieces and put them back in a little later. And now it's time to season the pot. So I have some chicken season here. I have some chicken season and all-purpose season. I'm just using 1 teaspoon each. And I'm also adding a teaspoon of seasoning salt. This is garlic powder. It's just a bit hard, so I'm just dropping a piece in the pot. So as I leave this on low heat, it's time to do the flour. So this is 3 cups of flour and a half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm using my hands to make the dough. I already washed my hands and dry them. So it's time to mix the salt and flour together before I add the water. So as you can see, I didn't add any butter and I didn't add any baking powder because I need my dumplings to be hard. I need them to taste as regular hard dumplings. So I didn't add any butter, neither any baking powder. This is how I like my dough to be firm, not soft and not dry, just firm and right. I'm just adding a half a can of coconut cream before I put my dumplings in. So all my dumplings are in the pot and still cooking on medium heat. So it's that time to take my chicken from off the bone, and I'm just going to do them in small pieces and add them back to the pot. I'm adding a can of peas. After tasting, this could take a little more seasoning, and I'll be adding a little more salt, not too much. So this need to thicken. So what I'm going to do, I have a tablespoon of flour, and I'm just going to mix it out with a little water before I strain it into the pot. So I'm straining it into the pot, and this will get it thick to how I like it. So I'm adding a little more salt, as I said earlier. Okay, so this is in 15 minutes time. This is just the way I want it to be. Not too thick and not too loose. This is just right. So this is my way of doing chicken and dumplings. Next time I'll use some more coconut cream, and I may use different meat. You could use different meat, any type of meat of your choice. So this is my chicken and dumplings. Thank you very much for watching. Please enjoy. Until next time.